I wanted to make a detailed video regarding the layout of Lunaris Temple Level 2 as it was quite a difficult layout. I'll be going through a few tells that I found, more notably to get to the first and second set of staircases, then for the sake of completion, go through the rest of the layout so this video becomes a full guide. So just by standing here I can already tell I would need to go towards the right of this layout to get to the first set of staircases. So I'll just quickly show that. So there's one staircase here, the other one should be just up here. So if you look at the minimap you can tell I just went right, there's one above and there's one below. So I'll just create another instance and then I'll explain it a bit more. So the tell is pretty much this tile right here, or more specifically, because these tiles change positions and offset quite a bit, it's the tile that your left foot defaults onto when you enter the area. So if I just re-enter, my left foot is on this tile, and this is the tile you want to read, and this tile is telling me to go straight up. So if I do a couple of runs just to demonstrate some sort of consistency, and then I'll show the 6 possible designs that tile might have. So I went up in that layout and both staircases were up, so I'll create a new one. So my left foot is on this one and this one's telling me to go down, so I'll just go down. So here's one staircase and the other one should be just around here. Yeah, so here's the other one. Here's all 6 possible designs of this tile and the directions they indicate. So when I was mentioning before about tile offset and position change, this is the worst situation, where your foot is situated in between 2 tiles, so you just read the lower right tile. So if you want to test it yourself, you can pause it here. Since the rest of the layout is pretty simple, I'll go over it fairly quickly. So here's the first initial staircase, so let's go up it. And we can see that this staircase here is forcing me to go towards the other initial staircase, which is up here somewhere. So sometimes there's a valve side area going this way, and it will actually make this hard turn room look like a 3-way room, and when it actually isn't. So I'll explain that later, but when you're in this hard turn room, you want to actually turn back and head to the other initial staircase, because not only is it quicker because you're backtracking through a known area, that other initial staircase is also closer to the secondary staircase. So let's just do that really quickly. So here's the other initial staircase. So if we just go up here, you can see that we encountered a three-way room. So there's actually 5 3-way rooms. There's a carpet room, a chair, tower, curve, and a square well room. And there's also a single 4-way carpet room. If you encounter a three-way room, 90% of the time the secondary staircase is directly in front of you, but there's a low chance either the staircase is one room to the left or right as well. This three-way carpet room here has no option to go ahead, so it's either to the left or right in this example. If you encounter a four-way carpet room, you also need to continue straight ahead, but roughly half the time this is a dead end and the secondary staircase could be on either side. So the TLDR of this section is backtrack to the other staircase if it forces you to turn, else if it's a three or four-way room, continue straight ahead, and if you see a dead end, you want to check the right room or check the left room, and that'll be it. Here's an example of a valve side area. So as you can see, it's just a regular three-way room, so we follow our rule of checking one grid to the left and one grid to the right, and we can see that the right room is a very long walkway, and because this walkway is going the opposite direction of the alternate staircase, which is somewhere over here on the minimap, we can see that this ends up at a valve side area. So if we go back to this three-way room, it's actually a hard turn room that's been manipulated into a three-way room. So we'll just confirm that the other staircase is the right staircase. And yeah, here it is. I'm going to couple the last two areas together as they're pretty straightforward. A few rules to find the final staircase is that the staircase is always the same orientation than the previous one. The staircase is never more than 3 grids in front of you. This general area is never more than 5 grids wide, and you almost never need to go backwards to a room. With these rules in place, we can make certain assumptions like we should be constantly pushing forward, and that if you turn the wrong way and encounter a dead end, you essentially restrict the area the final staircase could be. It's also very rare to go the wrong way for more than one grid. I've encountered about 4 of them in the 100+ instances I've run. I'll do a quick run here and we'll see what we can do with this information. Like I said, we want to continue going forward until it stops you. So here, we want to check this dead end anyway, because sometimes you can execute a skip where you can actually get onto the earlier parts of the next area in this layout. So because we can't do that, we come back and we want to go the direction, well, I usually go the direction of the previous alternate staircase. So this is a staircase before, and there's a staircase up here. So I just want to go this way because I just feel like there's more area in the layout to generate more rooms, so it's more probable that the final staircase is this way. So we just go this way, and I already know it's just here. For the final area, you want to look at these carts on either side of the staircase. There's 2 on this side and there's 1 on this side. This single cart also has a ring coupler and the other one has a pin. Now you want to go the direction of the single cart with the ring coupler. So we go down this way, and the general rule of thumb for this area is to continue going forward until it forces you to turn. So here it's forcing me to turn, so we go this way, open the first big door, we continue going straight, and here's the second big door. So now on to piety. And that's pretty much everything with this video. All of what I said can also be applied to Act 8 Lunaris Temple Level 2. So while a video of it plays, I'd like to mention the caveats in the description of the video. I've encountered a few, and even though they're pretty rare, I wanted to cover all bases. So hopefully you learned something and will never get lost in this god awful layout.